Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to discuss about a problem which majorly developers are facing when they are learning DevOps and DevOps who are in the beginner stage. So we'll talk about that problem, we'll talk about the reasons for that problem, and we'll see that in practical also. So let's discuss about that problem. Let's say there is a ec2 instance, okay, and you are installing Nginx server. If you want to access this Nginx server through public address, then you're not going to be able to access this server. So this is the problem. Now what could be the reason? There could be many reasons. One of the reason is VPC. For example, if you create your own VPC and you are not properly configured this VPC, then this could be the reason. But if you use the default VPC of AWS, then this could not be the reason. Now the second reason, which is the most common reason for this problem, which is security group. So in security group there is a inbound and outbound rule. Okay, now in this inbound rule, okay, so inbound rule means the traffic that you are going to allow to access this ec2 instance. So in inbound rule, by default only port 22 is configured and Nginx is running on port 80. So you have to configure manually the port 80 on this inbound rule. Okay, so how to do that? So there is a two way. So one is like when you creating the ec2 instance, at that time you can configure this port 80 over there in inbound rule, or after creating the ec2 instance you can edit the security group and you can add this port 80 in that rule. So this is a two way. Let's see this in practical. Here we can see AWS portal. I already created ec2 instance with default VPC and I already installed Nginx server also. So if I want to access this web server through this public address, then I'm not going to be able to access it. Okay, so let's edit the security group. So I have to click over security. If I go to security group, if I click on edit inbound rule, here you can see there is no port 80. So let's add a rule, okay, for port range 80, and I can access, like it could be accessed from anywhere. So I'm going to save this rule. Okay, now if I refresh this, then you can see I can able to access the web server. Let's see another way of adding a security group rule. Let's say if you want to create a new ec2 instance, click on this launch instance. Okay, let's just give the name web server 2. Just scroll down, you can see a network setting. Okay, when I click on edit, you can see by default is create security group, and on this default one you have only port 32 configured. So you have to add new security group rule and you have to say port 80 and you have to select source type to anywhere. Now just launch instance. In this way you can also add a new security group rule. So in this way we can solve this problem of not accessing the web server. I hope you like this video. So let's see on another video.